Saddam Hussein is determined to get his hands on a nuclear bomb. He is so determined that he has made repeated covert attempts to acquire high-specification aluminum tubes from 11 different countries, even after inspections resumed. It goes on and on and on. Clearly, Saddam Hussein and his regime will stop at nothing until something stops him.
Saddam and nukes. Absolute certainty. A terrifying prospect based on the CIA's discovery that Iraq is attempting to purchase 60,000 aluminum tubes. Some analysts become convinced that the tubes are intended to be used in centrifuges to make uranium for nuclear weapons. Soon after the discovery, the Department of Energy gets hold of the actual tubes and asks engineering professor Houston Wood, an expert on gas centrifuges, to evaluate them.
From the information they gave me, it took me about 15 minutes to come to the conclusion that these tubes could not be used for gas centrifuges. They're too thick, they're too heavy.
The Energy Department concludes that the tubes are for conventional rockets, not for nuclear weapons. But CIA analysts stick to their position that the tubes are for centrifuges, and the White House embraces that position. Administration sources leak the disputed findings to the New York Times in September 2002. The paper runs its sensational scoop on the front page. Within hours, Dick Cheney is quoting that scoop as fact on Meet the Press.
It's now public that, in fact, he has been seeking to acquire, and we have been able to intercept and prevent him from acquiring through this particular channel, the kinds of tubes that are necessary to build a centrifuge.
I called my friends in Oak Ridge and I said, "Are these the same tubes that we were talking about last year?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "I thought we put that to rest a year ago."
United Nations inspections also...
4 days later, commemorating the first anniversary of 9/11, President George W. Bush repeats the claim at the United Nations.
Iraq has made several attempts to buy high-strength aluminum tubes used to enrich uranium for a nuclear weapon.
National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice goes on CNN to alert the nation.
The problem here is that there will always be some uncertainty about how quickly he can acquire a nuclear weapon. But we don't want the smoking gun to be a mushroom cloud.